So today I'll be talking about how to decide what property to buy. I know it sounds like a very duh question, right? But it's really not as simple as just seeing something you like and then just buying it. So I'll be sharing with you 3 questions you need to ask yourself before buying a property. Let's go. Question 1 is without a doubt one of the biggest considerations when it comes to buying a property. What is your budget? How much loan can you take? How much CPF and cash do you plan to use? How much did you set aside for your renovations? Question 2. Do you have any requirements? Is location important for you? Do you need to stay near your parents, your workplace, your kids' school? Do you need to move in by a certain date? Question 3, and the most important question of all, what is your purpose of buying and what are your future plans? Why are you buying this property? How long do you plan to stay in it? And what is your plan after that? Okay, let's talk a little more about this. So remember in last week's video when I said buying with emotions is what will cost you? So now let me use a simple analogy to explain this. Imagine you're shopping for a pair of sneakers and you're deciding between a pair from Adidas and a pair from Bata. A pair of average Adidas sneakers cost probably $150 and a similar pair at Bata could cost half of that at maybe $70. Let's assume your favorite shoe brand is Adidas, and because you have an emotional attachment to the brand, you are more inclined to buy that even though it is more expensive. Even if both shoes are of the same quality, you probably still go for the one you like more, even if it costs more because why? It makes you happy. This is human nature and we do this so unconsciously that we may not even realize it. According to Harvard professor Gerald Zaltman, 95% of our purchase decision making actually takes place in our subconscious mind. And here, we are just talking about buying a pair of shoes. Think about buying a house you're going to live in. How much more emotional will you be? So understanding your purpose of buying and knowing your future plans is extremely important. That way, you will not be unknowingly led by your emotions. And this is something not many buyers think about. It's always good to think ahead. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? In 10 years' time? For instance, will your family get bigger? Can the property you're buying now help you make enough money to upgrade to a bigger unit in 5 to 10 years' time? Will you be retiring? In 5 to 10 years, are you able to cash out from the property you're buying now, right size, and still have sufficient funds for your retirement? Will you want to upgrade from a HDB to a private property? In 5 to 10 years, can the HDB you're buying now generate adequate cash proceeds to put a down payment and also have a reserve fund for your private property? Do you know that many owners who bought their properties just 5 years ago are already facing a negative sale now? The property you buy today could be a stepping stone to help you achieve your future plans. So if you want your property to work for you, you need to really think about whether or not the place you're buying is worth its value. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you have to compromise on comfort or happiness, but it's really more about making decisions based on facts and figures instead of based on emotions. So there's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to buying a house. It really depends on your individual needs and plans. So asking yourself these questions will hopefully help you have a clearer idea of what you should buy. So if you're in the midst of buying or selling your property, or are planning to do so in the near future, really take some time to ponder on this third question. And if you need any help with finding something that fits your plan, I'll be more than happy to help. Right, so we have come to the end of today's session. I hope you learned a little something about decision making, not just when it comes to buying a property, but really just buying things in general. Right, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next Friday.